Welcome to Explore. Today we're going to Vail, Colorado. My name is Grace and this is Totally Creative. Now I'm showing you the photo that I chose to paint. I apologize for the angle of this video. I didn't have a lot of access to a tripod, so I set it up on a small brick wall and the camera just happened to sit in a weird way, which made this all look downhill. So what I'm doing right now is putting tape around the edges of the paper so that there will be a nice clean border. And because it's extremely satisfying to peel off at the very end, it gives that nice crisp look to a picture, especially when they're in notebooks. Right now, I'm sketching out a simple sketch of the photo that I previously showed you of the mountains. The reason I went with this photo is because it captured everything that Vail was. It had the mountains in the background with the snow cap, lots of beautiful trees. This is the fun part. Definitely, when you get to put the paint on the paper and boom, out of nowhere, out of nothing, there's a painting. This is so much fun, but before I talk about how much I loved doing this piece, I'm going to talk about what we did in Vail. We went on the gondola, which was so exciting, and we went to the top of the mountains. Once we were there, we took a small path, which you saw me walking on, to get to Eagles Point. What you can see me doing here is adding some shadows to make the ground look very earthy and to give those dirt looks to it. Then I'm going and jumping across the page to the top and adding some darker tones on the clouds to help those harsh edges. Then I lifted my brush with some green and made sure it was really light because those were going to be my base tone highlights, and then spread the whole area where the trees were going to be because I didn't want any light colors, especially no white, because in this scenario there wasn't any true white aside from the clouds. So next what I'm doing is mixing up a nice tone for the mountains. I'm going to start on the snow cap with a small size 2 brush. I'm doing this in circular and dot motions so that there's the stone of the mountain showing through in those darker tones, but where I leave it white is where the snow is. next thing I'm going to do is mix up some dark green because I want to start on those trees. I did a dark green mixed with some burnt sienna, and I did these nice little lines as the trunks of the trees so that I have a picture in my head as to where I want them to go. I've been working a lot with my small size 2 brush, so I've had these nice sharp small details. I'm mixing up a darker green right now so that I'm able to go with those trees and layer them and give them depth. What I do to make these trees is make a line, then extend a small branch, and that branch is filled with small dots. Those dots represent the leaves on each branch, and it gives it a full look to it. So when you see me doing these fast trees, it's not me trying to have precision, it's just these small dots. It's an extremely simple process and very easy to recreate. I'm working my way down my last couple of trees, and for this process I start at the top and get a nice pointy tip, then make my way down, making the branches larger and making them more full. I want the bottom to be really full and the top to have a nice point. I'm going ahead and adding some of that dark green that I've already mixed up for my trees as shadow in the background for those nice bumpy hills. I wanted to give a lot of depth because those were really far away, and since it's a 2D picture, you're not going to have the most depth by using the same color across the painting. So I decided to add some darker tones to give it that really far effect. I'm very close to being finished, and what I'm doing is just altering the bottom, giving the grass some texture and putting some little dots and spots, blemishes in the ground right in the front of the painting. I wanted to put some browns and dark greens in there to finalize that organic and earthy look. I'm very satisfied, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed painting this painting. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.